Hello team, my name is Monique. This is the cauldron with an extra shelf. In case you were not aware, this is Bookwitch, my channel. This is a Tuesday beginning reading vlog because the last week was very boring. I did get an extra shelf in IKEA yesterday. I vaguely fit it in right here. So we are now all the way across and there. So 2 big shelves, 2 small shelves. These are Billy bookcases from IKEA. This looks like an absolute mess because I literally just needed to clear my desk and clear my floor so I could do stuff. So we will be doing some proper rearranging, which we all know I absolutely adore. I did choose a couple of weeks ago that I was going to try and change it from I had the gradient rainbow to the rainbow being on a shelf like I had originally when I did the rainbow shelves. And then I might try and do it to see if I can do it genre based. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. I'm very excited. Even more shelves. I'm also getting extenders, so there'll be a top. As you can see, there's currently only one up there, but they will be all the way across, which is very exciting. So yes, I also just got some book mail, even though I am going on a self-imposed book buying ban. As you can tell, this is from Our Crate. They did a special edition of one of my favorite books this year, which I now have 3 of. It is A Deadly Education. Anyway, I'm going to leave a proper disclaimer down below. I still love this book. I will still continue to review this book. I obviously understand if people don't want to pick it up, but those are my thoughts. I don't think she meant it to be malicious, and obviously we're all trying to grow. So I think there are differences between authors who don't want to grow and authors who do. So yes, other than that, we'll continue to love A Deadly Education. This is from Our Crate. So we got a cute little pin. It says Mana and Malia, and mana in A Deadly Education is a word for magic, and magic is something that you create within yourself, and Malia is its almost evil counterpart. This is very shiny and very beautiful. I do love it. This is by Paperback Bones. Cool. That took me a while, but here we go. This is the Our Crate exclusive edition of A Deadly Education by Naomi Noviks. Stunner. So it doesn't have a dust jacket. This is printed directly on. It's slightly raised, which I adore. It's a little bit bent, but that's okay. We have a nice yellow spine. It seems like all of the editions are in the same color palette almost. Do love this back with the little moon faces, which are also raised. We got some very stunning goldy edges. We have a ribbon bookmark. And then we're looking inside. Very beautiful, very stunning. Ooh, we have an embossed. This is stunning. I love you. I love you. With the author signature. We got a little other offer letter, which we adore. Ooh, I don't think we have the map included in this one. That's okay because I have more. Oh, okay. No, we are at the back. Maps are at the back. Stunner. These are the end papers in the other editions. I also think I forgot to show you guys that in all of the editions there are these small illustrations of a couple of the rooms, which is quite cool. And in case you have not watched any of my other videos, A Deadly Education is one of my favorite books of 2020 so far. It is sharing it with Harrow the Ninth. It is basically a evil magic school that is trying to kill its students, and the only way that once you are absorbed into this school, the only way to get out is to kill your way out, and only 1 in 4 students survive. And we follow Elle, who has these magical powers that go towards evil, and she just wants to try her best, but she keeps being brought in and being saved by Orion, who is the hero of the school, and she hates him, and it's wonderful, and I love them. it is Wednesday. I forgot to do an update earlier when I was actually trying to film stuff, but it's because the light like disappears so fast in my office slash the snug slash the cauldron, which is where I usually film. So I have to film either before work, which is sometimes not light because it's just gray outside, and sometimes I need to like take like an extra break, like during my lunch break. But if my girlfriend is home, then I don't do that. So it's just a nightmare. But I do finally have a reading update. I finished reading A Song of Wrath and Ruin this morning, and it was just wonderful. I believe I'm sticking with a solid 4-star rating because it's literally just like, I adore both of the main characters. I love the world building and like the myths and the history and like the inspirations from like African mythology that are in here. The storytelling that's a part of the story is just like wonderful. The only reason why I think it's not quite a 5-star is because I feel like the ending is a little bit rushed, which is quite like a normal problem for me with YA. But I did really, really enjoy it. I'm super excited about the next book, which is coming out next year. We already have a cover for it, which is stunning. I don't know if this is a trilogy or a duology, but either way, I love the character growth. I love the rep. Karina is so badass and Malik is so soft. There was this definite twist that I wasn't expecting, and then there was one twist that I was expecting. So I'm a little bit like, Also, really loved the romance. Felt like it was supernatural compared to, you know, some that are like, oh yeah, enemies to lovers or like strangers to lovers. And I'm like, it's just not, it doesn't make any sense. But this one, it makes sense. And I love it. Exciting. So without further ado, I obviously have 3 days left of October. Is it 3? It's 28th today. 29th, 30th. Yeah, so other than today, I have 3 days left of October, which means that I am tonight going to start my reread of The Puppy War by R.F. Kuang. Pray for me. Hello, team. It's Thursday, and I literally an hour ago filmed like the regular track to my TBR Tombola for November. Like, so I did all the numbers yesterday, and then I picked up books, and then I did all of it today with the hard lighting when it doesn't like me because it's getting too dark too fast. And then I just tried to edit some of it, and I videoed all of it in slow-mo. Like an idiot. I can't even speed it up because it like my voice is just weird, and I'm very, very, very annoyed. But anyways, yes, it's Thursday. Reading update. I started reading The Puppy War yesterday. So good. So stunning. Read like 200 pages. Read another 200-ish, 150 this morning. Very excited. Running through it. Even did small amounts of teeny tiny tapping. And yes, just absolutely adoring this. I'm scared for my feelings for the second and third book, but I'm also really excited. Also have absolutely, my TBR for November is insane for the fact that I'm also going to try to do NaNoWriMo. So there is that. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Hello team, it is Friday. Is it Friday? Yes it is. And this is my reading update. I finished The Puppy War this morning, and it was just as wonderful and great and amazing as first time. However, I did remember something that I think I must have just like misplaced because it's still a solid 5-star for me, and that's the fact that Rin is slightly doing that annoying thing of like going between being super strong, which she still is, and then going over to being super indecisive about whether or not she's meant to do this big thing, which I obviously can't tell you about because I don't want to ruin the plot for you. But overall, still love it. Jumped over that really terrible passage, or tried and then ended up not. So still gonna have some terrible nightmares and have that stuck in my brain all over again. But so good. I got some Bookmail. 2 of them, even though I've literally just said, what are we doing? Going on a ban. Do I have more books coming? Yes, because that's how we did it. Okay. So this is The Dawn Hounds by Sasha Stronich or Stonich. I fuck everyone's last names up, okay? Its cover is absolutely stunning. It is a queer urban fantasy where we follow this disgraced cop who sort of stumble into a weird conspiracy and then gets murdered for it and then gets reanimated. So I'm super excited about it. I haven't heard anyone else mention it. It's a very weird, I don't know if this is an indie or not, but it's very weirdly typeset, like there's zero space up at the top. But I am crazy about this cover and I'm very excited about reading this book. It was cheap and I wanted it. Stuff for NaNoWriMo. I have been meaning to pick this up for ages. This is Save the Cat Writes a Novel, which is meant to be like a how-to guide of like the classic setup for writing novels. And this is by Jessica Brody and it's based on the books by Blake Snyder. I don't know, I've read on off and I've heard a lot of people talk about this one, and though I have been writing for the better part of many years, I still think that my routine has something to be desired, just a little bit. Okay, yeah, no, I knew for a fact that this book uses Harry Potter as examples in its book, and that's just really fucking annoying because Harry Potter makes me sad because J.K. Rowling is a douchebag. But anyhow, I picked this up. Hopefully it will give me some pointers for November, which is in a day and a half, and I might die a little. Anyway, today we are going to carve a little pumpkin because why not? I love me a little pumpkin carving, and I will be doing an orange pumpkin carving with my girlfriend on Sunday when it's not technically October anymore, but that's okay. We do Bubbaween. It'll be cute. And anyway, I don't know if you've ever carved a pumpkin before, but it gets messy, so there's some stuff you should have. One is a black bag so that you can cover over whatever you're doing. Two is a little ball to put the insides of the pumpkin out. Three, then we got many different stuff from inside. So we bought these weird little pumpkin tools last year. They don't work very well, but you know, there's in case they do. Otherwise, I like to use a spoon and a somewhat nifty knife. Nifty knife, knifey time. Anyway, let's carve a pumpkin. A quick tip, don't cut the top, because once you've cut and like taken all of the insides out of the pumpkin, that's when it starts basically decomposing. God, this smells strong. I forget what pumpkin smells like. I don't actually like pumpkins, by the way. I don't like eating them. I just think they're very cute and funky. I have gotten all the inside out. My hand really hurts, by the way. It is time to make a funky little face. That is how you end up making a little pumpkin. It's one of its funky eyes fell in, so this is how we're gonna do it. Let's put a light in it. Hey little team, it is Sunday, which means that it's the end of this reading vlog. But first we are going to do a brief walk over what I obviously ended up with from downstairs and what I am currently reading. And then I will go back to try to fucking write, which we haven't yet. But anyway, let's just start off with what I'm currently reading. I started my November TBR briefly before I was meant to, as in a day, and I am saying that's okay because it's one of my extras. I'm currently reading Throne of Jade by Naomi Noviks, which is the second book in this series, which is called His Majesty's Dragon in the US and Tamar in the UK. This one is the second one, so I'm just going to tell you about the first one. In it we meet a young naval officer who accidentally bonds with a dragon. This setting is sort of historical fantasy, so we are set during the Napoleon War, so there's a lot of like description of ships and soldiers and fancy things, but it is also about this weird bond between this man who is just very much like a gentleman man and his dragon, and he calls him my dear, and I absolutely love him. I'm about a little bit almost halfway, absolutely loving it. Again, it's overly like descriptive of history and wars and stuff, which I find oddly fascinating, so I'm really enjoying this. Definitely happy that I started that, even though you know, I didn't actually finish my TBR because I still have the Dragon Republic and the Burning Guard on my TBR, but oh well, oh hi. Let's just go through really quickly what I found downstairs, which was some very good things. So this is gonna go on to my Believe I Found TBR if I absolutely can. This is Furthermore by Tahira Mafi, which is a middle grade book where we follow a young girl who is an albino in a world where everything is sort of drenched in color, and color depends on like, color like tells you how much magic you have, and she is insistent on the fact that she has magic, so she sets out on this adventure to prove it to everyone. The cover is beautiful, it's basically unread, and I'm very excited about it, and it could fit one of my prompts, so maybe that will sneak in. I also found The Republic of Thieves by Scott Lynch, which is the third book in his Gentleman's Bastard series, which I have the first book of, so now I just need to find the second book. And then I found the whole series in secondhand, which is wonderful. So that's like a plus for me. Yay, yay. And then this is the first book in the Stormlight Archive series. So it is The Way of Kings and Words of Radiance. And I read the first book in the Mistborn series not that long ago, and I plan on reading that, but I just couldn't stop myself from getting these because I don't mind having secondhand copies of books that I'm not sure about whether or not I will love, which I most likely will, let's be honest. But yeah, so nice little stack of books for Monique. And now this is the end of the vlog. I have done a lot of things on this vlog. Don't know how much I've actually spoken in it, but it's the end. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button at the same time so you don't miss out on any other videos from me. You can also click the little bell, which will give you a notification when I put up a new video, which is regularly. I'll see you in my next reading vlog where we will officially start my crazy November TBR. Also, if you want to, my November Tombola TBR is up so that you can check out the craziness that I'm going to get up into. Also the fact that I'm going to try to do writing vlogs in November because it's NaNoWriMo, and you know, that's just the life we're gonna live. So, hope you're having a great time. I'll see you really soon. Bye! Ugh.